If you're a business owner who sells taxable goods in Florida, you may or may not be familiar with a certain type of tax known as discretionary sales surtax. Nevertheless, it is important to understand how this little tax with the big name affects your transactions. Discretionary sales surtax can vary from county to county, and knowing when and how to collect it will help you stay compliant with Florida's tax laws. Let's break down everything you need to know. Discretionary sales surtax, sometimes called a local option county tax, is a tax imposed by nearly all Florida counties on most transactions that are subject to sales tax. The surtax is collected by the selling dealer in addition to Florida's state sales tax, which is 6%. The surtax amount is determined by the county where the taxable goods or services are delivered and can range from 0.5% to 2.5%. The money collected is sent to the Florida Department of Revenue and then distributed back to the counties, where it helps fund local projects such as transportation, public safety, and education. Businesses are required to collect the discretionary sales surtax if they are selling or delivering taxable goods or services in a Florida county that imposes it. This applies to both businesses located within Florida and those outside the state. If the county doesn't impose the surtax, the business doesn't need to collect it. When do you need to collect the surtax? It's all about where the transaction occurs, or more specifically, where the delivery takes place. If you're in a Florida county with a surtax and you sell and deliver goods or services within that same county, you will collect the surtax at that county's rate. If you're in a county with a surtax and you sell and deliver into a different county with a surtax, you will collect it at the rate of the delivery county. If you deliver into a county that doesn't charge a surtax, you don't collect the surtax. This rule applies even to out-of-state dealers selling and delivering into Florida counties. The surtax is charged based on where the goods or services are delivered or where the event takes place. You will need to collect the discretionary sales surtax in a few specific cases. When you deliver taxable goods or services to a county with a surtax, if the event you're hosting or charging admission for takes place in a surtax county, if the consumer of electricity or prepaid calling arrangements is in a surtax county, if you're delivering service warranties or tangible property in a surtax county. If you're just not sure, look at where the transaction occurs or where the delivery is going. That's what determines whether surtax is applicable. The surtax rate is different for each county. The rate can range from 0.5% to 2.5%. Some counties don't charge a surtax at all. The rates are updated annually, effective from January 1st to December 31st. For example, if you're in a county that charges 1% and you're selling a $5,000 item, you would collect that surtax rate based on the county's rate where the sale is delivered. For a list of discretionary sales surtax rates by county, visit the department's Forms and Publications webpage at floridarevenue.com/forms and select the current year discretionary sales surtax information document, Form DR15DSS, under the Discretionary Sales Surtax and Tourist Development Tax Rates section. Most transactions are subject to a $5,000 cap for the surtax. That means the surtax only applies to the first $5,000 of the total sales price of tangible personal property. For example, if you sell a $7,000 dining room set in a county with a 1% surtax, you would charge $420 for the state sales tax, 6% of $7,000. Then you would charge $50 for the county surtax, 1% of $5,000. The total tax due is $470. However, this limit doesn't apply to all transactions. Certain types of sales, such as admissions or service warranties, are taxed on the full amount with no $5,000 cap. You must report and pay the discretionary sales surtax with your sales and use tax return, Form DR15. The returns are due on the 1st of the month and late after the 20th. If the 20th falls on a weekend or holiday, the due date moves to the next business day. Make sure you file your return and remit payment on time to avoid penalties. If you file late, you will face a penalty of 10% of the tax owed with a minimum of $50. To help you keep track of payment deadlines, the department has created a Florida e-Services Calendar of Electronic Payment Deadlines document, Form DR-659, that provides a list of deadlines for initiating electronic payments on time. It is available at floridarevenue.com/forms under the e-Services section. Learning all of the details involved in collecting and remitting the surtax can be a bit challenging, but understanding how discretionary sales surtax works in Florida is essential for businesses to stay compliant. The Florida Department of Revenue has a variety of resources to assist you in meeting your tax obligations. If you need help, the department offers several online tutorials to guide you through the process. Just visit our taxpayer education webpage at floridarevenue.com/taxes/education. To learn more, go to the department's discretionary sales surtax webpage at floridarevenue.com/taxes/DSS. If you still have questions and need to speak with a department representative, call Taxpayer Services at 850-488-6800. The Florida Department of Revenue administers the state of Florida's general tax administration, property tax oversight, and child support programs. To learn more about the department, visit floridarevenue.com and find us on X, Facebook, and Instagram at Florida Revenue.